Hi there guys, so today we're doing it a little bit different in this episode. So I've come down to meet Mick today from Slugs. As you've seen in all my latest videos, I'm using these slugs with really good success. So we'll just go over to Mick and he can tell you a little bit about himself and see how he's been getting on.
Hi guys, I started slug making basically out of necessity. I wanted to be able to push the precision of airgun shooting to the absolute maximum, and I weren't really satisfied with factory bought ammunition. The only way you can control all the variables is to make the things yourself. So if I talk you through a quick process, this is exactly the same for every single slug that we do, starting from 177, 216, 217, 25 and 30 cal. So I'll go through the 177 process. First we start with a piece of lead wire. As you can see, this over time this gathers oxides, and it's a little bit harder than the normal surface of the lead. I don't want this in my dies, and you don't want this in your barrel. So the first thing we need to do is give it a clean. Excuse me. So nothing fancy with this. 3M cloth and give it a quick wipe. So as you can see, a couple of rubs and you've gone from dull to shiny. Same again the other side. There we go. So that's now ready for the next step, which will be cutting to about 3 grain over its target size. So we'll go to the chopper. So what we do is we're looking for about 14 grain or thereabouts. That's enough to be getting on with. Right. So now we've got all the pre-cut cores. Like I said, they're about 2 or 3 grain over the target size. What you want to do there is put a little bit of lubricant on it. Now you can use swage lube, which can be a little bit sticky. When it gets cold, it can start to gum things up a little bit. So my preference really is silicone spray. Literally a quick blast and a rattle around. So one of the most important things when you're slug swaging is cleanliness. You don't want any residue or any build-up of anything that's going to contaminate your slug, your dye, or anything else. So what we do is give it a clean out with pure alcohol. Make sure there's absolutely nothing in there. Same with the paint. Give it a wipe. No need to dry this, it evaporates just about instantly. So they're ready to go into the press. Setup of the die. This section is actually the piece that it's the ejector punch, but it also makes the hollow point. Very, very important when you're shooting anything live. Vermin wise, you need to dump that energy as quickly as possible. So that goes inside there, and this drops into the press. We give it a nip so nothing moves. Lovely. So now we're ready to make some slugs. People ask me about quality control. Now we've got a very simple quality control measure. This particular batch we're heading for 11.1 grain. So what we do, put that in there, the cork, and press it down. Give it a wipe, sometimes you get a little bit of excess. Now that's one that's going to go into the tin. If anything is not 11.1 grain, it goes into this tub and it gets recycled. Nope, what's that one?
Can't win them all.
No, the one that got away. So again, 11.1.
So as you can see here guys, this is why you pay a little bit more for precision. As you can see, we're not fudging this at all. It's all coming out dead on 11.1.
Hot off the press, so to speak. You do sometimes get anomalies in the lead. Simply they get rejected. They don't go in the tin if they're not the right way.
As you can see, every time on the dot.
I'll not bore you with doing hundreds of these because it can get a little bit repetitive. So basically what you have there, I'll pop it on top so you can see it, 11.1 grain, flat base, hollow point slug.
So let's get these out in field now and we'll show you them shooting. Right guys, so you've just seen the process of hand swaging slugs. So I'm here now, I've got my 177 sub 12 with me. So let's get into a bit of action and I'll show you how they work. Cheers guys.